got a few days between Saturday and today. Have you moved past the game, or what were some of your takeaways from that outing?
Definitely move past it. You can't let the same team beat you twice. Got to move on to the next task, which is USC.
What have you seen from them offensively? Obviously, it's a very explosive offense, a lot of key playmakers.
Definitely got some playmakers. They got playmakers on all levels. From that wide receiver, they got good quarterback, good couple running backs. An O-line that works very well cohesively together. So, it's another task that, we're ready for the challenge.
How do you compare the ground attack of USC to what you saw at Utah last week?
Two different squads, two very good offenses. You got to bring your A game.
Obviously, giving away the game plan, see anything on film that Oregon State was able to take advantage of against SC?
Just playing hard, playing relentless. Definitely, they did that to stop those guys and try and stop them. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on being able to stop the run and what you guys have been able to do the first 4 weeks, and now it's been a little bit of a struggle?
Definitely been some growing pains with stopping the run, but it starts up front with us, with the guys who I work with. So we got to be able to stop that, create a new line of scrimmage, punch them O-linemen, do our thing. So it starts with us.
Has there been any specific discussion regarding that and what you guys need to do?
Do our job for the most part. Do what we're coached to do. Coach Rod teaches us what to do. We just got to apply it.
What about you playing both interior positions? Has that been adjustment for you?
I told y'all I'm a D lineman, so Coach Rob said I was a nose tackle, but I felt like I'm a D lineman. Play anywhere from the 5 to the 0, anywhere. So it's cool.
Coach Rod talked about how you're kind of a leader, not just the performance, but from a leadership standpoint. And can you kind of talk about taking on that role?
I don't think it's necessarily a role that you have to take on. Sometimes it just, I guess, people will gravitate towards you if you do the right things or do certain things. People will gravitate towards it and just appreciate it. But mostly I just, try and lock in on what I can do better to better myself before I, correct somebody else. I got to start with myself. So that's where I usually start, and then, try and help where I can help.
Nesta. 12 tackles is an extraordinary number for a D lineman. How are you able to be so active as you were last year?
Man, that's just, a testament to probably two things. Coach Rob trusting me to keep me out there that long and being able to get that many snaps, and just me being able to, just keep playing, like I said earlier, relentless, just playing ball. I enjoy playing ball, so whatever the numbers are, sometimes you might have a game where I get 2 tackles, but the impact could have been greater and we could have won. So the stats cool, but I would have definitely took a win over that.
How important will gap integrity be going up against a couple of good running backs like you mentioned, Travis Dye, Austin Jones, especially going up against a pretty experienced offensive line?
We just have to be able to stay sound, stay sound in our gaps, do our job, and we just got to be able to plug those holes up front. That's all we can really do, and trust our linebackers to do their job over top, trust our receivers to cover, but that's all we could do, just our jobs.
You talk to family back home, or is anybody in harm's way with the hurricane?
To my knowledge, everybody's good. Talked to my mom this morning. Everybody's doing well. Appreciate you asking.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because it sounded like the hurricane was going a little west of the Miami.
Yeah. It missed us a little bit going up. But yeah.
Good to hear.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Was there anything that you've seen from USC's offensive line that maybe something they do well that you're looking at on the film?
They do a lot of things well. It's a very good unit, but at the end of the day, we do a lot of things well too. So football's a matter of the game. Who's gonna do the most things right? Because we all gonna make mistakes. We may bust through, make a play. They may bust through a gap and have a good run. It's just who makes the least mistakes is who's gonna win that game.
Is there anything that you specifically honed in on the film that you've seen?
I can't say I'm honed in on anything personally. I go out there and play my game. Everybody I feel like is nameless and faceless personally, but you got to respect your opponent.
With Caleb Williams, how much he brings to the table. He's a dual threat guy, right? How much is sort of containing him in the pocket, not letting him get out, extend play is going to be to really help out your secondary, that's going up against all of those wide receivers?
We definitely got to be sound in our rushes, stay in our rush lanes, know where we're supposed to be, know if we got to cover a guy, know if we got to be on that high shoulder, that low hip. We got to know where we got to be with a guy like that because at any moment If we're the contain guy and we slip up and go underneath, that's a quarterback who could scramble out and go make a big play with his feet. You know, we don't want that. So we got to be able to be sound and have integrity in what we're doing out there.
Where do you guys, like as a group, where do you think everyone's at with that? Is everyone on the same page in terms of, because obviously you want to make plays, right? But at the same time, you want to balance that in as well.
The job comes first before making plays. Making plays comes second. You got to be able to do your job, because you go out there trying to make plays and now you effing up the next guy. You know, so you got to be able to do your job before you go out there and make plays.